Okay, we've got Coach Jason here. We've got a good strength circuit, alternating some good strength, high metabolic output exercises, and then a good core exercise. So you can see we've gotten serious here. Jason's taken the shirt off, and it's time for the tank top. Okay, so we're gonna start with 60 seconds. 60 seconds, this exercise is called a half burpee to push-up. You will either love it or hate it. 60 seconds and go. All right, gonna make Jason do this in real time, so he will be suffering for the entire 60 seconds. So you're trying to get a good push-up, get those feet to the outside of the hands, no worming of that body, keep everything nice and straight. Shoot those feet up, feet flat, going outside the hands. This is a tough one, but he's hanging in there. 60 seconds. We've got about 10 more seconds. And switch. Okay, we've got 10 seconds to switch. By the way, we're out here at beautiful Kezar Stadium, so you may see some familiar runners or walkers, that type of thing come by. Okay, next one of my favorite exercises, kind of a multi-planar lunge. We're gonna do a side lunge to curtsy. This is gonna be 30 seconds each side, and go. Step out, step back with that good curtsy, step out, trying to get that knee towards the back ankle. Don't take too big a step out. You want to not pause and come right into that curtsy. And 30 seconds on that side. We're going to switch legs. Good. Stepping out. A little stutter step in there. So this is a great leg exercise. Again, working outside of just forward and backward in the sagittal plane. Yeah, it's not an easy one, especially when you're going for a minute. And done. Okay, we're gonna take 10 seconds to switch. We're gonna get down on the track. Okay, I call this one a plank row with an invisible dumbbell. We're gonna come into a high plank position. Okay, gonna hold this 30 seconds each side. And go. So you're going to squeeze that shoulder blade up and back like you've got that invisible dumbbell. So we're trying to challenge the back on this one. Squeeze that shoulder blade. Other than that, it's just a good high plank. No shifting the hips. Squeeze that shoulder blade just like you got that dumbbell there. And we're going to switch sides. 30 seconds on the other side. Change the view a little bit. Right, so we're going to get that good squeeze back of the shoulder blade. See how he's staying nice and straight. Those hips are not moving at all. That's what we want. All right, so then we're going to switch back. So we've got our next set of 3 coming up. Next set of 3. Okay, this is again one of my favorites. Love it and hate it type exercise. It's a bear crawl with a sit through. Duncan would call this sit through break dancer. You can call it whatever you want. And go. So we're going to bear crawl forward. And then we're going to do sit through one leg, sit through other, and then we're going to bear crawl back. All right. Change the view a little bit here. And back and forward. So we've got a little bit of room to move on the track here. Good. So we're going to go with 4s. We're going to do 4 forward or 4 backward. Get our sit through. Now we're going to go 4 forward. If you're in a tight space, 2 works better. Either way, it's a pretty tough exercise. And we're going to go one more round forward. Get that sit through, aka breakdancer move. And we're going to go back. All right, and we're up on our feet for the next exercise, and that's going to be the airborne lunge. Okay, so the airborne lunge is a little bit of a hybrid between a reverse lunge and a deadlift. Okay, he's going to suspend one leg in the air and set the hips back, reach the arms forward. So the goal is to use the front hip, stick that butt back, reach the arms forward. See, he's doing a good job of almost touching that back knee. That's pretty tough. If you can touch that back toe, we're happy with that. Getting that back nice and flat. We're going to do 30 seconds each side. We got 5 more seconds. Pretty tough. And we're going to switch. All right, reach those arms forward, nice flat back. Think getting yourself nice and long from the fingertips to the tailbone. And done. Okay, 10 seconds to get into our side plank position. All right, so we're going to do side plank. We're going to spice it up here. And our first round side is going to be 30 seconds, and we're going to do thread the needle and come on up, reach that down, get a little rotational element out of it. Reach down towards the track, reach up. Keep those hips up. Right, and then we're going to switch sides. Right. Shift over, good solid position, and we're going to challenge Jason with the leg lifts on this side. Keep that head straight, keep those hips up, bottom shoulder is engaged. Working the obliques and the hips. And done. All right, so we got a quick rest. On to one more set of 3. Okay, so this last set, we're going to start with a squat to jump squat. So we're going to do 30 seconds of prisoner squats and then 30 seconds of jump squats. Set and go. Keep that chest up. Keep those knees pushing out. Squeeze the glutes at the top. And in 5 seconds, we're going to switch to 30 seconds of jump squats. 2, 1, and go. You can either make them continuous like this, or let's switch, show them a little jump and stick, and go. Yeah, or you can make it jump and stick. As long as we get that 30 seconds in, get the good contrast between the slow squat and the power move. All right, and we're ready to switch to our next exercise, an upper body. So we're trying to get away from just the push-up position, make this a little bit more of a shoulder press. So we're going to do a walk out with the hips high, do a push-up and walk it back. All right, so let's start with a good walk out like we're headed into an inchworm. Good. Walk those hips back. Walk out. And we're going to have you stop right about there and do that push-up. So I'm calling this an inverted push-up. So again, we're getting a little bit more with those hips high. We're getting a little bit more, almost like a shoulder press movement. Now, if this is too tough, you can just walk out to a regular push-up. You can just do the walkouts. Right. All right, let's show them a really good one with those hips high. Good. Walk out one more, hips high, and walk it back and stand. Very good. Okay, last one on this series. We're going to go to a glute bridge, and we're going to go marching in place. Get ready and go. Okay, keep the hips up. So this gives us a little bit of breather. A little bit of a breather after the really tough movements, but still important. Activate the glutes, work on some core stability. Now you can keep with the glute bridge for 60 seconds, or we can switch. We're going to bring the hips down, bring the knees up. We're going to switch to a dead bug. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Keeping that low back pressed down. Keeping those glutes activated, keeping the core activated. Keep those abs working. And 5 more seconds. Bend the knees and done. All right, so a good workout demands a good cool down. We're going to give you a few cool down moves. First one is going to be what we on the University High School team affectionately call butterflies, but I call these hamstring scoops. So if you have the space, you could do these moving forward, or you could do them in place, bringing the toe up. I'm happy with a total of 10, 5 on each side. All right, next we're going to go to a hip cradle, 5 on each side. Come tall, making sure that you're pulling from the hip, not just cranking on that ankle. Five on each side. And we're going to switch to a quad stretch, reaching the opposite arm out and up, also called kick throughs. I don't know why, but they are. I guess there's a little kick through element in that. So again, you could either do this easily in place, or you could do it moving forward and back. I'm happy if we just get our 5 on each side. And then we're going to wind it down to a couple on the ground, on the track moves. And we're going to go with a pigeon stretch. And nice deep stretch for the hips. Those glutes have had a lot of punishment in this workout. Taking us through a good workout. Let's give them some TLC. No need to count, no need to time. Just get 3 really, really big deep breaths. Concentrating on breath in, hold, long breath out. Okay, switch sides on that pigeon stretch. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Deep breath gets the oxygen, good blood supply to those muscles. And then we're going to finish up with a good child's pose. Get that upper body stretched out, drop the hips back so your butt goes towards your heels, walk those hands out. Even better if we can turn those thumbs up. We get that external rotation opposing the internal rotation function of the lat muscles. Those big lat muscles go from our shoulders down to our hips, so tightness in those lats can even affect our running stride. Another deep breath. We're going to walk the hands back And we're going to shoot the feet outside the hands, and we're going to do one more good squat hold. Hold that squat, reach the arms up, and come on up. And it's a beautiful day at Kezar Stadium. Hope you like this workout. Jason looks a little too fresh, so we might need to do it again. Stay safe out there, my friends.